Hello, everyone. This is Meagan Mermaid, and I just want to check in with you because it has been a while. The energy has been so dense, so disruptive, so challenging on so many levels, but in discomfort, that's where we experience our deepest levels of growth. And so I'm so excited to invite you on Friday, June 20th, for the solstice at 5 p.m. Pacific to this really powerful community gathering and ceremony called We Will Rise. And this is a collaboration with my amazing friend and soul sister, Ashley Phoenix, who is a body reader and a tarot reader and an intuitive and a sensual dance practitioner. And she brings in so many elements of heart and embodiment that support with this deep level of healing. And I am going to be offering channelings and ritual from the Galactic Realms, which most of you know I work with very closely, as well as this collective called the Rose Lineage, which has sort of stepped forward as this divine feminine kind of uh, accompaniment to this galactic energy that I've been channeling so closely for several years now. And the whole ceremony, it's very interesting how it sort of happened, how the idea sort of came into my awareness, because we had done a Beltane ceremony, Ashley and I felt that we were called to do another one. And I was sitting on the patio and I was having my coffee in the morning, and I was going through one of those very intense moments of the past few months where I've just been dealing with a lot of changes and a lot of challenges, a lot of facing my fears head on, as I'm going through a lot of very difficult Pluto transits as Pluto has moved into Aquarius. And there is a beautiful singer named Pia, and she has a song called We Will Rise. And We Will Rise Again is the name of the song, I believe. And it's just so beautiful. It's like, we will rise again. My people will rise again. The earth will rise again. And I'm starting to get emotional as I say this, as I'm sure most of you have just really reached probably what you thought was your breaking point. Individually and collectively, we're having to transmute so much darkness, and we're having to surrender so much to these moments of not knowing what's ahead, not having a clear path, and really having to trust in this cosmic timing and this cosmic order of things. And it's just been this test of endurance. It really has, of just trusting. Oh, there's a hummingbird that just appeared as I'm sharing this. It's like, how much more can we deal with? How much more can we transmute? How much more? How much more before divinity steps in and says enough is enough? And what I got as I was just sitting in contemplation is that we are the vessels for the new paradigm. So a lot of this work is having to transform our limiting beliefs that it won't get better, that we'll always be in this position, because the light will always win. But we have to know, just as in movies, there's that moment of like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Whether it's a movie and you're on the edge of your seat thinking, how are they going to get out of this one? Or you're watching a TV show and it's the end of the episode and you're like, oh my God, I have to tune in and find out what happens next week. We're in that cosmically. And we're waiting to know, like, how do we get out of this? What is the plot twist? Where is the happily ever after in the struggle? And so we will rise as that moment where we collectively gather as a community in our pain, in our grief, in our sadness, in our sorrow, in our hope, in our ability to trust no matter what, to see the unseen, to know that as long as we are following the path of truth and we are following the path of divinity, that we will be okay, that humanity will be okay, that we will rise, our people will rise, the earth will rise again. So there's very There's something very powerful when we gather in community in these sacred moments where the veil is thin and the portal is open. In the solstice, all of this light from the sun, codes of information and energy of upgrades are being flooded into the earth. But it's something that you have to consciously take advantage of. It's something where you have to slow down and you have to stop and you have to allow yourself to receive, to be open to that. And when we gather in community, especially in sacred sisterhood, our hearts join together, our light joins together, and we're able to anchor in even more frequencies and wisdom. And we can just come as we are in this moment of not knowing how it's going to get better, but knowing that we're not alone, that even if we're going through a different struggle, that the suffering is the same, the feeling of grief, the feeling of enough is enough, of how much more do I need to take, of when is this going to end? When is it going to get better? We will rise. We will. Keep that hope in your heart. You know, all of the astrology over the past week with Mars squaring Uranus, Jupiter squaring Saturn, Saturn conjunct to Neptune, it's like deep reality checks, like very dark moments of disruption. And there's been moments where it's felt like I've like literally in a living nightmare. And so maybe you felt like that in moments too. You're not alone. And things have to be shaken up before they can sort of come together in this new way. So I just wanted to come on and share a little bit about this ceremony. If it's something that calls to your heart, if you just want this moment to know that like you're not alone and you can gather in a space of peace of people that are just like you, your soul tribe, that don't have all the answers in our humanity, but know that like we can come together in our pain, in our uncertainty, in our confusion, and we can heal together, that there's a space of community. You're welcome to be a part of that. We'd love for you to be a part of that. And so the investment is $44. It's a 90-minute ceremony. It's June 20th at 5 p.m. You can sign up at my website, meaganmermaid.com. I'm going to be giving the link in this description. And Ashley is just amazing. Even if you just come for Ashley, the way that she just brings in this energy of healing and connects the heart and body is amazing. And then I'll also be offering some channelings. There'll be moments to reflect with journaling prompts, breath work, movement, all the ingredients of a great witchy magical ceremony. So I'd love for you to be there. If you can't join live, there's also a replay. So again, I've been really in my process. I haven't really been on social media. I've been posting very little in my newsletter. I haven't been making videos. So I also kind of wanted to say, hey, I'm here. And thank you for honoring my pause, my sacred pause, as I'm in this moment of deep transformation. And wherever you are in your walk of life, in your journey, I see you and I honor you. And I'm sending you so much love and compassion and support. Have a wonderful day.